Israeli foreign policy has been conventionally security-oriented, given the extraordinary challenges faced by the country due to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and the adversarial relations with the neighboring countries. The October 7, 2023 attacks, the worst Israel has faced since its formation, has not drastically changed the foreign policy dynamics, as Israel's relations with the neighborhood, the global powers, and the broader international community has not changed. Notwithstanding the aggressive defense posture targeting Hamas and Hezbollah that joined the war following the Israeli Operation Swords of Iron, the relations with friends and foes have not fundamentally altered. Hence, the problem, for example, with Iran, although escalated and intensified, have thus far not blown into a full-fledged war. Similarly, despite some criticism from the international community with regard to the worsening humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip, the support for war against Hamas has continued, including in the United States and Europe. Similarly, China and Russia too have only been concerned about the Palestinian rights and the humanitarian situation, and do not necessarily have come out in support of Hamas. Even the Arab states that have normalized relations with Israel, namely Egypt, Jordan, the UAE and Bahrain, and even Saudi Arabia, that does not have a formal relation with Israel, have not come out in support of the actions of Hamas and have only condemned Israeli actions against the Palestinians in general. So far as Turkey is concerned, Israel shares a complicated relations with it. Turkey was the first Muslim-majority country in the world to establish relations with Israel, and despite changes in domestic politics and foreign policy posture over the decades, the two countries have continued to have trade and economic relations. Although politically the relations do not have the warmth of the past, it has not deteriorated to a point of no return. Turkish ambitions in the Middle East inevitably forces it to take a strong position on the Palestinian statehood, but it brings it directly in confrontation with Israel. This is a delicate situation, and the Turkish foreign policy makers will have to trade carefully and take a considered position and think prudently to devise a long-term policy towards Israel.